Good morning, YouTube fans. This is David building a deck with plastic pallets, and this is the results of the frame and the whole 9 yards I have done here. It's been varnished, been stained, it's been burned, stained, and varnished. So as you can see here, the results of how beautiful it looks right now. The next game is screening it in right now. We're going to be screening the bottom part, trying to come out with a better way of doing it instead of hiding all this good wood. It's another thought that I'm thinking on doing right now. We'll get back to that some other time. But as you can see here, it's all really done. It's all finished. Now what we're going to be doing is later on putting in a plywood for the roof. And as you can see, it's a beautiful, gorgeous finish here. You know, it's just hard work and dedication into it, you know, if you want something looking good. You know, it's the bottom line. Believe me, this wasn't overnight. You know, this took a lot of work just to get it here and then come back and do some more touch-ups in different areas. I was doing this until late at night. So when I come out here in the morning, I see where I needed to touch up. But either that, it's, you know, it came out really, really nice. And like I said, right here, between this pole to the black pole, we're going to see a table here. It's going to be a granite table that I have. I got like 10 grand of it in my garage that was given to me. You know, customers just throw them out. Anyway, this is the results of it. And I think it came out really, really nice. So I'm going to try to appreciate it. And there's more work to be done. So as you can see how beautiful it looks. You know, and this is for outdoor. The varnish that I put on here is for outdoor. It keeps the weather from going anywhere. But between the joints here, I'll be taking that off. I'll be putting a seal on the 4x4 on the top. Also this one here. And I believe the other two will be fine. For the simple reason is that when it rains, water would run inside here. And since it's already been drilled, water has to seep in. It will seep into the wood, causing it to split. Pretty much when you buy this wood, it's already in the splitting world. So you don't want it to go, you know, start splitting, and what happens is it starts curving over, and it will bend your wood. Believe it or not, it's that strong, it will do that. So you want to put a seal up there and seal it. So I'm going to be doing that in a little bit, making sure that I don't miss out on that. And like I said, I'm going to be doing all the screening down here, and it's going to look really great. I have some heavy duty screens. It's not the house screens like I said before. It's the kind you use like for you know, tennis courts and stuff like that. Sort of like what I got over there by my gate, if you can see it. Probably not. But as you can see over here on this green one, it's been here for almost 10 years. See that? We're talking about that kind. So anyway, I'm going to be getting into the screening part right now. And like I said, this area right here that you see is going to be closed in. That would be closed in. This bottom part will be closed in with wood. It's going to go in the inside, so it can show the beauty on the outside. And didn't mention this before, but we have a light system that's going to be going here. All right, it's a plexiglass. It's going to be painted with two lights inside there. And here's one of the lights sitting on the floor, as you can see. And it's basically going to be facing on the outside, the lighting. This way all bugs are just, you know, be out there. We won't attract bugs from the inside. And like I said, later on we're going to putting in some nice lighting. Now I'm going to be doing something that's going to be really cool. I'm going to be buying some black paint once I get the roof done, and I'm going to sand it, the bottom part, and then I'm going to paint it jet black. And I'm talking about, like you see that pole over there, black, oil-based black. That's right. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but you see it, it's not even varnish, but you see all those, you see that? Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm using, but I will tell you when it's done. How's that? It's my secret. But I guess you'll probably figure it out anyway. So stay tuned, and I'll be getting back with everybody on more of the results of what I'm doing here. Like I said, dedication, hard work, and you'll get something looking nice. And so far, this has already cost me about $1,100. And we're still going. I figure by the time I'm done with it, about $1,300, and I should be done, because everything else I have, it all other materials and other things that I need, you know, that's all included that I have already. So basically I really don't need to buy anything else at this time. Anyway, as you can see, my brush over here, this was a nice brush. That's right. It looked like this one. But look at the beating that brush has taken from all this varnish. You have to understand something. None of this wood was sanded. So it was pretty rough wood. So I had to put it on nice and rough because, you know, if it's nice and sanded, smooth, then you can go ahead and use a brush like this, one hit, and it'll look great. But that wasn't the case with this situation. Also, on my last video, I showed you that I varnished this thing by using a gun, spray gun. Just like I said before, I used to paint cars. So this is one of my old ones that I bought at Harbor Freights. I was just looking at Harbor Freight stuff, and they'll sell these about $9-10, believe it or not. But I shouldn't have used this tank here. It was one of my good ones, but I did. Anyway, I used that to put the finish on it, the stain, and I sprayed the stain on it. It worked really good. I mean, it did the job, you know, and it took me, you know, not long to do it, and it sprayed pretty well, you know. And I put it into a point so I wouldn't be losing so much of the stain as it was spraying out of the gun. So like I said, I paint cars and stuff like that, so I basically decided to go in and hit it with the gloss and try to see if I can use the gun with the gloss. Well, yeah, it worked. It worked pretty good. But I was wasting more than, you know, it was going on the wood pretty well and fine, but I saw that I was wasting more. So I said, no, can't do that. Besides, that gloss is very expensive. It's like $40 a gallon. And, I mean, that's what it took, almost a gallon. You know, if I would have continued with the gun, you know, besides I'm spraying it in the air, so that wasn't good either. So I said, let me stop, and I went ahead and started brushing it down. So don't try that idea. Anyway, I'll be getting back with everybody. Stay tuned. And this is David signing off from YouTube. I don't know what part this is, part 10, part 12, I don't remember. But just trying to give you guys an idea what you can do, you know. And I'll show you the results later on. So stay tuned.